Yes.
All right. Welcome to Okay, hang on a
19
sec.
or 20.
That's fucking dude. If it's 20, that's crazy. That's 19. Yeah, this is 19.
Okay.
Next week is 20. Should we do something for the 20th episode?
Dress up.
Yeah, we shouldn't
Jerk
be.
off.
We definitely should
Jerk
not be
each other
naked
off.
for the next episode.
Yeah.
A nude special.
I mean, that's what
A
people
nudist
want,
special.
so who knows?
That's a Patreon exclusive that we don't have.
I have a quick question.
Go for it.
I feel like you've told me this before and that you don't... do you think you'd ever pick up an instrument?
I have.
And it just
I was in
didn't
jazz
work
band. I did clarinet and concert band, hated it. Then I went to jazz band and played alto sax. I enjoyed it as much as I could, but I hated practicing.
See, that's where I'm at with ukulele.
So like, I would. Sometimes I wish that I could just like. I wish that I still played the saxophone. So like, if I was at like a party and just like whip it out and like play some sax, and then everyone would be like, "Damn, he's good with his fingers."
This guy's sensual.
Yeah, this guy's smooth as hell. So yeah, I wish it's.
Do you envision yourself in the next 5 years ever picking up trying to learn how to play something?
I mean, I could spit some rhymes in the next couple of years.
Okay, well, all right, throat player.
I'm gonna spit some bars, dude.
That's not okay. All right.
That's the throat player you kind of meant, or
that was a shout
throat...
out to Sunday Conversation with Caleb Presley. And
oh shit, that show's hilarious.
Where he asked Morgan Wallen if he's the throat goat because he's a singer,
funny.
and he's like, I wouldn't say that.
That's funny,
dude.
I like Sunday. That show's pretty funny.
I don't think dude. Do you like Morgan Wallen?
No.
Why not?
I think this is such a controversial take. I think that modern country is some of the most trash ass music that you could ever come up with. The only good country is like the Johnny Cash era of country, when it's actually like sticking it to the man, talking about the poor. No.
I like the alcohol puns. I won't cap.
It's annoying to me, and I think the biggest part that I don't like about country is the fans they attract. If I'm being honest, and that's not calling out to everyone, but like, I'd kill myself before going to Faster Horses. I'd rather be dead.
Such a Michigan take.
I'd rather be dead. That show, there's nothing appealing to me.
I would go to Faster Horses, but
I would run faster than those horses.
You're gonna need to be inebriated. Like,
I would need to be dead.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, dude. I don't enjoy country, and I'm sure the words they're using over there.
Do you remember when people died of Faster Horses like 2 years ago?
I
like
think
the RV fumes.
Yeah.
That was fucked.
That's a bunch of drunk
That's
idiots
so sad.
using RVs. Like, there's so much wrong that could happen.
I was just like, damn, dude, that sucks. The music killed you.
I much rather go to like Electric Forest when everyone's in like tents.
Electric Forest would be cool.
That I'm thinking about going, but it's so expensive this year. Apparently.
I heard it's like gonna be
like $600.
People are like not happy with like the.
I think we're talking about the same person who told us this.
No, I saw that on like
Pizza told me.
No, I saw that on like the Electric Forest Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Oh,
it was
the
like
Facebook
a bunch
page.
of comments and people were like, "Fuck you! Like this is bullshit."
What kind of stuff do they talk about in the Electric Forest Facebook page?
It was a lot of like how they didn't get their
preferred camping.
That and like I think tickets. Like if you bought a ticket before or like you'd been like a 5-year like ticket holder,
you get like preferred.
Yeah, you'd get preferred like access, and you'd get usually like you can keep the campground, and I guess maybe that is like something's
going out the wayside or something.
Yeah,
okay.
something. So people are mad about it, but that was a while ago. I haven't really kept up on my Electric Forest knowledge.
Yeah, 2015 was a wild year.
Check that Facebook every day, baby.
Wake up in the morning, the first thing you check is the Electric Forest Facebook page.
Honey, Electric Forest posted. Oh my god.
What's
Electric Forest posted.
That's like, I don't. What's the meme where it's like, never mind. That doesn't apply to this. On to the next one.
Okay.
Swiss Beats, great song. On to the next one.
True.
So we get copyright. My bad.
It's okay. That's how good it was.
I was the throw god.
That's how good it was.
I told you I could spit some rhymes in the next 5 years.
Dude,
they don't have to be mine.
Okay.
What about okay?
Gun to your head, like your entire family's gonna die unless you give a singing performance.
This is what
do you think
this is
you
the
do well
question
or not
T-Pain
well?
asks his people on his Twitch.
Is it really?
Yeah, he had Chance the Rapper do it
damn
and he did a Kanye
Chance
song.
the Rapper.
Chance used to be good.
I'm not saying fucking sing. Well, yeah, but Chance the Rapper fucking is a musician.
Yeah, but he didn't pick one of his own songs.
I want like a rant, like I want like a dude off the street, like, hey, you gotta sing right now. Do you think you do well or not well?
Okay, rephrase do I get to pick the song?
You can pick the song.
So a dude off the street comes to me and says, pick with a gun, sing a song by heart, otherwise I'm shooting you.
Yeah, like, do you think you'd sing it good or no? Like, would you be like, all right, I'm going to kill this shit quick, and then he's going to let me go? Or do you think, like, you're going to sing and it's not going to be good?
Do I just have to know the words, or do I have to be good? Like, I have to sound like...
I'm asking you if you think you could sing a song good.
Sing it or rap it?
Sing.
No.
Sing it.
I can't. I took singing lessons like 3 years ago for like 4 months when I was a sophomore or junior? Sophomore. No, it was, I don't know. It was the year before COVID. That semester before I took singing lessons from at OU. And I quickly realized that singing is
the
just
thing for you.
No, as much as I would love to be able to sing, and I sing in the shower. Dude, I throw the best concerts in my head when I'm in the shower.
Quite a bit, actually. Like,
dude,
just out and about.
My parents get so irritated with me that sometimes I'll take like 3 showers a day because I use it as like a meditation thing. If I'm stressed out, I go take a shower and think. Or just like be in my imaginary world.
I think after 2 showers a day, you are no longer using the shower to get clean.
I know this. Of course,
is for something else.
Yeah, and
shout out
for
Zeke
me.
and Luther. I remember Luther used to take like 7 showers a day.
That's the life,
that was,
dude.
like, such
I feel
a
like you gotta be pruny as hell.
thing.
There's a person I know who like either wouldn't get pruny or would get like crazy pruny when they would go in the water. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that popped in my head.
One of the two, though?
Yeah, it's something along those lines. Pruning is weird.
Yeah.
Is it like your skin? It's like your skin dries up from being in the water too much?
I imagine it as, and I have no clue if this is based in fact, but do you know about hypotonic and hypertonic from like biology?
No.
Where like
I
a
did not pay
cell
attention.
would like have more like salt like on the inside, so like
more than its natural.
Like there's so much water around you when you're swimming that
Mm-hmm.
like your cells like are trying to get rid of are trying to like balance it out, and like that's what
is
makes
that
you
why?
prune. I don't know if that's true or
Interesting.
not, but that's what I thought it was.
Oh, okay. Ronnie, fact check that for us if you clip this. Probably not the most clippable.
I don't know if that's true or not though.
Yeah.
So I think I'm wrong.
God, this is why we need a Jamie. Jamie,
Yeah,
pull that
dude.
up.
Hey, tell us about it.
Yeah. Dude, one of the... I want to say SPF, but that's like a sunscreen rating system.
Yeah.
A bank like collapsed today, like one of the big 7 banks, and a fucking lot of billionaires like lost like a shit ton of money. Like they're no longer billionaires, and like a bank just failed. A lot of people lost money today.
Why?
Oh, it's the banks, dude. They're always lying about how much money they have and the kind of capital they have. And
Banks have a very interesting like system of making money.
dude, have you ever watched a YouTuber named CoffeeZilla?
Yeah.
Dude,
I watched like the Logan Paul thing.
Yeah, I've like I
He
just
went on Rogan.
yeah, I saw that. I binged ever since the Logan Paul thing. I binged a lot of his other content that he's put out. Like I'm not gonna pretend like I still know anything about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but like, I know a little bit more now. But it's all fascinating stuff about like how many people are just like getting away with scamming. It's like
murder,
so
bro.
yeah, like the whole pretty much. And I've always been against NFTs. Like I think that they're dumbest shit ever, and mostly because of how dumb they look. It's not like you painted the Mona Lisa and it's like, okay, this is an NFT. It's like, here's a monkey that has a banana up his ass who wants
it's
this
not
for
like-
$1 million.
It's not like it's a painting, just digital.
Yeah,
like
it's not even
weird.
cool. It's not even good art.
And I feel
most
like a lot
of, the
of them
time.
are like auto-generated.
They are.
Which is I'm like that's weird.
The fact is that the thing that applies the value to it is that you are the only one that has this, rather than you're the one that has this, and it's also really cool. There's no cool factor, no interesting. It's just the fact that you are the only one that has this. That's the only value that's there. And to me, that's just bullshit. That's just like a figment of our imagination. It doesn't exist. And like, I don't get it. I think the only people who are into crypto or NFTs are people who want to make money.
Yeah.
But they don't have any service they're providing other than
it's
get rich
not
quick
a currency
shit.
you can use easily.
No, and there's definitely
It's like a way to hold money.
there's definitely some potential in cryptocurrency, but I think the argument that it's like the first non-regulated currency or commodity, I'm like, you have to have some regulation, otherwise these scams like FTX and everything are gonna like screw you the fuck over. And I'm not a fucking pro at crypto or an expert, so I could be talking on my ass here. I'm just more talking to our countless viewers who are comment about it. But yeah, I'm glad I never got in the crypto game. I thought about it. I think every man has thought about buying a Bitcoin at one point.
I had like
I bought
0.0015.
Actually, that's not true. I bought Dogecoin at one point.
I bought Dogecoin too.
But that was more for the meme.
Exactly.
I did make money off of it though. I made like a couple $100, which is nice.
I want to meet the people who are still holding GameStop.
They got blood diamond hands now from that shit's been holding on for too long.
It's going through the skin.
Yeah. Dude, I'm surprised that GameStop is still around because wasn't it like they went bankrupt quite a while ago?
I thought they were gonna like rebrand into like a gaming lounge or something.
I was
Do you remember
honestly
that?
excited. Yeah, I was excited for that.
I don't think it ever happened.
No, I don't think because I know Reggie Fils-Aimé, if you know him, the ex-president of Nintendo of America. He's the guy that says my body is ready.
Oh,
Like he's
Reggie.
yeah,
Okay, I know
he's
who
cool.
He is.
He went on to their board, against board of executives or whatever, but then he left, and
He's
so
like,
I
"This
must
shit's
just be
fucked.
a fucking
Shit's fucked,
dog
Chief."
shit. I still go to GameStop to buy video games, if I'm being
I do
honest,
not.
because I enjoy the art. Not the art, but I guess the art of going and buying a physical game rather than just ordering it through Amazon or the
I like
mail.
having the physical game. For sure.
I'm a very big physical, but I also like going and buying it because there's the excitement of driving up to it, and then you get to see all the other video games that are
Fuck
there.
you, Mom. I'm buying a video game
Yeah,
whatever the fuck
exactly,
I want.
dude. And there's a TikTok video I saw of like,
And guess what? I don't have a bedtime either.
there's a TikTok video of like, it was like one of those ones that's like POV, you're a kid and you're like reading the back of the video game box that your mom just bought. So like you just got a new video game and you're reading the back of it on the car ride home, like the case. I just thought it was like, I have so many memories of like buying the new Pokemon game or the new 2K or like whatever the fuck I just bought. And just like you're reading all of the like the information on the back because I was so fucking hyped to play this when I got home. So that, no, I enjoy going to GameStop just because it's like the child in me, I guess, just enjoys that. And I always, even if my brother isn't buying a game, he'll always go with me too, just because he enjoys like.
I mean, dude, it's a
we've
fun little, it's a little fucking side quest to go on.
It's always, and the cool thing about like I guess having a brother is we've always, when we buy Pokemon games, we always like pick which ones we want. And as a kid, I'd always tell him which one he's gonna get, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna get this one, so that means you have to get this one.
I'm getting Heart Gold,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, I got Heart Gold. He got Soul Silver.
Heart Gold was badass.
They're
Fucking what
both
a
good
game.
games, but Heart Gold, dude, that's my favorite Pokemon game.
I remember my mom got me Heart Gold instead of Soul Silver for Easter, and like I almost cried.
You wanted Soul Silver?
Yeah.
Heart Gold is better, dude.
Oh, hey man, I
Ho-Oh
know
is
now.
great.
Well, you
Ho-Oh
can
is-
get a level 70 Lugia in
Yeah,
Heart Gold.
yeah.
And the fucking you can't in Soul Silver. So
No, Lugia's in Soul Silver.
I know, but the Lugia you can catch. Okay, so Lugia is either level 45 in Soul Silver,
yeah.
and Ho-Oh is level 70, or in Heart Gold, Lugia is level 70, and the one you catch earlier is Ho-Oh, and she's
Dude,
45.
I thoroughly think that you can even consider old heads for like for Crystal and Gold and Silver. And with I'm talking more Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but like the fact that like that game is still the best because for me there's like 2 regions you go to.
Yeah, dude, the 2
That's
region thing is
awesome.
badass.
And you get to battle Red.
It's the best part.
You get to battle the protagonist of the game beforehand at the very end, which is so fucking cool.
He's badass.
And he's awesome. You
Dude,
know,
he's in
does
such a
not
cool
talk.
spot. Like, dude, is it Mount Silver? Is that
Yes.
the one?
Or
Like, that-
Cornea, or is that?
I think it's Mount Silver.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
that's Sinnoh I'm thinking of as Cornet.
Like Cornet.
Cornet, yeah.
Like that whole like journey up that mountain is so much better than the fucking bullshit in fucking Scarlet and Violet. Like the crater. The crater sucked in my opinion.
The thing, okay, I thoroughly did enjoy Scarlet and Violet. I'd put it in my top.
enjoyed it
I
too.
put it in my top 5 Pokemon games.
I would too.
But like 4 or 5. The thing I was really missing outside of graphics was that there was no Victory Road. There was no Victory Road before you got to the Elite Four. And as much as I hated that as a kid, it really fucking helps us level up your minds, and it helps build anticipation for me. And there's only like the legendaries are kind of weak. like I know there's like 3 other legendaries that you have to get by like pushing these stakes.
I'm not doing that.
But I'm not getting that either. And like I don't know. I will say that, but like the game is the flaws that it has, and we're not gonna go into it because we've talked about this so much already. It's fun as hell. It's as much as like graphically it kind of sucks. Like the mechanics are great, and the world itself is really cool. I just wish the next game they maybe take another year or two and not make a Pokemon game every goddamn. They already have DLC coming out. They announced.
Yeah, I saw the Suicune Scarlet. It's like a fucking T-Rex.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Oh, that already came out. I have to get it still.
The DLC?
No. So the 2 Pokemon came out right after that Pokemon Direct. The Suicune.
No shit.
Yeah, but there's new story DLC, new locations coming in the fall and winter too. Cool. It's like, did you play Sword and Shield?
No.
So they had 2 DLCs for that. That like added new islands and a new like snowy region, and they're doing the same thing with this. So like there's new areas that you can go to and new Pokemon. They're adding new old Pokemon that still haven't been in the game, new legendaries, and whatnot. So I'm excited for that. But she's a fucking Mario trailer for the Mario. Dude, that movie looks.
Oh, the movie.
They just had a new. Trailer come out yesterday. As much as I'm like not the biggest fan of Chris Pratt being Mario, the movie looks awesome. Cool. I will be there day one.
Cool.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Think it'll be better than the Sonic movie?
The fact that Nintendo is like heavily involved in it and they're so protective of their products that and it's taken 6 years to make this movie.
Do you think Nintendo is the most protective of their like video games?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like so too. I can't think of one that's more.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think maybe Square Enix, but no, they allow crossovers all the time.
Square Enix makes bullshit anyway, so.
The only ones that are, I mean, the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts are the only 2 ones I know. Oh, Colossus. There's a
Shadow of the Colossus. I heard that's a good game.
Yeah, and Octopath Traveler is fucking awesome. But I've never played.
Did you ever get into like Fire Emblem?
I played one, the 3 Houses. That's not the one that just came out, but that was the first one on the Switch. Really fun.
I played like I played the one with Roy in it.
Oh, that's cool. The GameCube one?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was cool. It's hard. Like if you lose, like okay, so it's all about like chess. Like your characters are chess pieces.
Yeah, I've played Fire Emblem.
And like if you lose one in like if you like say you lose your knight at like the first level, like you just don't have a knight. Like you just now only have one knight for the whole game. You never get a new one.
GameCube games are hard. I was playing. They remastered and remade the first Metroid Prime for Switch. Gorgeous. I'm playing it, and you can't save whenever you want. There's like places you have to go to save, and I just like traveled so far in the game without a save state, and I was battling this boss, and I died when the boss was like I needed to hit him like twice, then he was done. So I almost beat him, and I died, and I lost all the save data, and I haven't played in like over a week just because like I need a break. Like I can't go back and redo that.
That's what I loved about save states for emulators, dude.
Yes, that's why like there's the Nintendo Switch Online that's essentially an emulator, and so like you can do the same save states. I'm doing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga right now, and I can just save it whenever. I'm gonna do the original Paper Mario soon too. I saw Rennie was streaming that actually.
The original Paper Mario.
I've never played. I've only played the origami one that was on Switch. And
I played it whenever. I think I played it on the Wii.
Though the Super Paper Mario.
Maybe it was that one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Apparently the best ones.
Or DS maybe.
They had one for 3DS.
It could have been that one.
Yeah. Did you have a 3DS?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
3DS was the last thing. No, did I have a 3DS? I don't think I did.
Did you have a DSi?
Yes.
Okay, DSi.
DSi was the last thing I had.
I enjoyed the 3DS. I had I had a 2DS, if you know what those look like.
Yeah.
The things that didn't fold. Because I didn't have enough money to buy. So I fucking buy a 2DS. And I started a video game club at my high school. I was a fucking nerd. It was cool, though. Like, we'd have Smash tournaments every week. And then we'd have, like, Halo tournaments.
Showers after? What?
No. We don't take showers. But it was always like a mixture of like Smash, Project M, if you know what that is, and then like we installed Halo on all of the school computers.
Cool.
And dude, that's what I did during computer science. I wouldn't even do homework or like work. Like me and like 5 of my friends, Michael was one of them. We would all just play fucking Halo during comp sci.
That's hilarious.
I didn't learn a damn thing. But yeah, so video game. I would come in. You can use your 3DS as a controller for Smash Wii U. You just like, as long as you had the game for 3DS.
It was the same game.
Yeah. So I had it for my 2DS, and people would be like, you're fucking using a 2D. That's like these GameCube motherfuckers that use GameCube controllers are like, you're fucking using your 2DS. They're like laughing at me, and then I whoop their ass in the tournament with the fucking
the mini
2DS.
Joystick.
It was like literally, it was a terrible control scheme, but I was so used to it. And I would always bring in my 2DS in class, and I quickly played on the side and at lunch, so I got pretty good. As you can tell, I only had one girlfriend in high school because of my smashing that I was doing not with my girlfriend. So
yeah, nice.
But yeah, I'd never realized how fucking this is not a bad thing, and I still am a nerd, but like a nerd in high school I was. Like I ran cross country was like my sport, and track. I was in jazz band, in regular band, and then I was one of the founding fathers of our video game club, and then
you ever go back, you're like, this was all mine.
I don't even know if it's still there. We had a Facebook page. I think it lasted like a year or two after I left. I was in the fucking news. I was in the newspaper class. Fucking I had
the newspaper class?
Yeah, I didn't write anything.
Those newspapers suck. My high school's newspaper sucked.
Dude, my teacher was awesome though, because my teacher was like mega into comic books. Like, and he was an AP U.S. history teacher too. And
you told me about him.
Yeah, in his classroom, he had like action figures out the wall and shit. And he run the newspaper class. I never wrote a goddamn article in that class.
Do you remember Madden Mobile?
I never played it, but I know what it is.
Okay, so there was an article in like 8th or 9th grade about how like Madden Mobile was taking over the school.
That's
and
funny.
They spelled Madden with an I. And they spelled it wrong. And that shit was so funny.
Did you guys have like a morning news thing on the TV?
Of course. Morning news, like announcements?
Yeah, announcements.
Yeah, and they tried to they tried to make ours like a fucking like a talk show kind of like with like gags
ours
and stuff,
was just,
and it was so bad.
Ours was just a news anchor, and there's a guy in our school. I'm gonna dox him because he's never gonna see this. His name's Shabam, and he was on some
first name or last name.
Shabam is first name.
Oh my!
I know,
cool.
It's a cool name, but he was on some sort of intoxicants, let's just say, outside of school, and then he went up to a church and spray painted like "Don't believe everything you hear" or whatever on it on the side of a church. Then he looked directly at the camera outside the church, and then they put that footage in that on the morning announcements before
live coverage.
Before he even knew he was getting in trouble. So he found out he was caught through the morning announcements.
Dude, imagine being in that class.
I know.
I remember one time I got called down to the office in like 8th grade, and the people were like, and like she like pulls up a video of me walking into this bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, okay, so what are you doing here? And I'm like,
Did they think you were like vaping or something in there?
No, I'll get into it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no, I'm going to the bathroom. Like, I should just be hitting a urinal. I should be. And she was like, how long were you in there? And I was like, couple minutes. And she was like, did you see anything weird? And I was like, no, not that I know of. And she's like, okay, I guess you can go. And I was like, okay, weird. And then they called like the guy who sat next to me down next, like in that class, and he never came back. And so I was like, what the fuck? It's got to be about the bathroom thing.
Yeah.
And then later on that day, I heard like somebody had like grabbed like a log of shit out of like the toilet and like threw it or something. And like I heard, the people said it was smeared on the walls, but I don't know if that was true or not. But he definitely picked it up and like did something,
dude.
like moved it, and like fucking like that's what he got in trouble.
And you were
for.
Sitting next to this man.
I was sitting there, I was sitting next
he
to
could have
him.
like patted you on the back with shit.
Thank God they got him out of there, man. But that was insane. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
This is kind of funny and a little embarrassing, but you ever just like sometimes like you just like you hold poop in so long just because you can't go to the bathroom because you're doing something or whatever, and you go and it's like a fucking log, dude. It's like huge as hell.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, like it was one time I that happened to me. I was in class. I went and then I took a shit and it didn't flush, so I dipped out of there, right? So I clogged it, and the shit was like this big and like this wide,
It's a Randy Marsh shit,
dude. It was like it's like I had a BBC hole in my ass, but then and I also pissed, and I was just like really dehydrated that day, so it was pure like yellow Mountain Dew piss.
All right.
And then I left to go back to class, and then this other kid goes to use the bathroom right after it, right when I get back. And he comes back and dying of laughter. The teacher goes, "Why are you laughing?" He goes, "Some kid just took the biggest shit I've ever seen, and it looks like he dumped Mountain Dew in the toilet and didn't flush." And I was just holding it in, knowing that was damn well my shit.
Dude, have you ever walked into one of the bathrooms and the whole that
was 8th grade
paper towel thing is in the toilet? Like the entire apparatus is ripped off the wall.
I've seen pieces of shit in the urinal.
I have not seen that.
I've seen a man pull his pants down and shit at the urinal.
That was my favorite thing to walk into, was when I walk in and the bathroom's just destroyed.
Oh, okay.
You walk in and the paper towel holders on the ground, the toilet paper holders in the bathrooms are ripped off the thing and shoved into the toilet.
When I was in elementary school, I walked in and this kid took his pants down all the way to his ankles, his underwear too, and started shitting in the urinal. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you shitting in the urinal? It was like one of the most, it was absurd. You know what's crazy though? What? I feel like the bathroom game has changed for high school since we left. Like now, you're getting haircuts in the bathroom. You ever see that? You're doing opera singing and the Halo theme song.
I've seen that, yeah, but that's been happening for a minute.
People are you could I've seen TikToks of kids in high school running at barbershop business out of their high school bathroom.
Badass.
Which is cool as fuck. I'm like, where was this when I was in high school?
Where
are the entrepreneurs?
Just shitting on the walls when I went to high school.
We were fucking. I can't say it, but we were dumb as hell. There's a certain R word I would have loved to use there, but I'm trying to be better.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. But it's just where are the entrepreneurs, man? They were not I didn't have that entrepreneurial mindset.
I don't know.
I was contrapreneur. I just made a new word.
Constipation?
Yeah, I just made a new word. Do you know ever play the game Contra?
Yeah.
Or Super C?
I never got past the first level.
I played Super Contra. I had it on my Wii U through the virtual console thing. And then I play with Mike. We do the multiplayer. And then there was a special code that you can put in to get crazy amount of lives. So we just
cool.
In the
dude,
thing.
Contra was hard.
It was.
That game kicked
we
my
got pretty
ass
far.
when
It's
I was
fun,
a kid.
dude.
I got to the factory, the building, and I could never get past the building.
Oh, I got pretty far. Oh,
and
okay.
I just
We
was
played
playing
in high
on
school.
an arcade that my parents had bought me. And it was fucking... Dude, that was a fun-ass thing, honestly, when I was a kid. My parents bought, an arcade, a machine with, a bunch of games on it.
Oh, just like the arcade. Oh, that's where we were the one episode for our podcast.
No, we weren't.
I was being sarcastic.
That was one arcade, too. That bitch had, 80.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy, dude. Make pinball great again. Was that the hat?
Yeah, it was the hat. That was a fucking hilarious hat.
Yeah, it was a bold hat.
That was a funny hat, dude. I respected it. I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah. Dude, you want to see something kind of funny?
Sure.
Here, I'm going to get my phone. He might even see this, but I don't really give a shit. You're going to figure out here in a second. So remember that bit I have about my ex-friend who's got caught for trying to have sex with a minor? I don't talk to him anymore, but I follow.
I'm going to be honest, man. I think from now on, when you want to talk about him, I suggest just saying a guy you know from high school as opposed to ex-friend.
I like. Why does it sound weird when I say that?
It's just it just brings up it just makes me think
There's a better way to. Where is this fucking picture, dude? Jesus. I still follow him on Snapchat, and I saw this post, and I had to use my iPad to take a photo.
Yeah, I love that.
I was like, this is what he posted on Snap. I was like, dude, that's a bold post, bro.
Mm-hmm. He's not in jail?
No.
Good for him.
He went to court and he got kicked out of the
Marines,
military or something like that. Yeah.
And now he's just good?
Ronnie, do not clip this part because he's seen the clips of our show before. He's liked a couple of them. So.
Oh no.
Because of the whole I still have his number on my phone, so I think the whole contacts thing. But yeah, no, don't clip this, Rennie. Oh, I won't upload it if you clip it.
It's not clipping. All right, good.
Well, first of all, it's not like Rennie's clipping in general. I'm going back to talking shit about you, Rennie. No, I was kidding.
It's always fucking something.
No. What's up with you recently? What you been doing? What you been up to? You just finished your internship.
Yep, I just finished a big boy job. Got that on the resume, so that's good. Got a full-time offer. That was also good.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
When's it for?
For whenever I graduate.
Oh, nice.
So I'll probably accept that.
Well, I mean, you'll politely decline because at that point we'll be making money out of the podcast. Yeah, they'll be working for us.
I'll own the company. Yeah. They technically could if we made like a conglomerate and like needed accounting.
Sure. Yeah. I'll write it down. Put that in a good idea folder.
Oh, it's always in the good idea folder.
That's cool though, dude. We won't name the company.
What else has been going on with me?
I was about to dox your company.
Been bit of a slump, I suppose.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Not too much, but I mean it's real. Like it's true.
Quick therapy session. Let's run it. Ready? Do like a cool therapy like intro to this, like ball boats no host therapy session.
Gonna see this.
Dude, she said does she follow it now?
They never found it. They haven't found it again. And I would know if they did. So I'm
the next big get together at your house.
No.
I'm like, hi, I'm your son's business partner. What are you talking about? Oh, you haven't heard it. No.
And we make podcasts.
No, the next time your sister sees me, she'll probably recognize me or her sister's boyfriend, whoever.
I was gonna say that's the key is that she didn't actually find it on her because if she found it on her phone,
I will tell you this though, Rennie. Not Rennie. Ethan. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Rennie. How pissed I am at him. I'm not hiding it for you if they ask
me. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I'm proud of.
Hey, you have a podcast with my son?
No.
But
no, I'm proud of the cast.
But I mean,
unlike
we can
you.
therapy a little bit, like fucking. I'm just a little fucking like a little. Got some post-internship blues, I suppose.
See, dude, I mean, I was let go of my job, right? Or I was fired, but I got a new job now, but more money, more PTO, worked out. But I was, like, sad for, like, a day, if I'm being honest, the day it happened. Then after that, I just, like, I have more time to do stuff I enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's what I've just been doing. Like, it doesn't have to be unproductive stuff, like comedy skits. I've been putting out shit ton, like 4 a week since that. And then like just doing all sorts of stuff. I'm starting my own like side hustle, which is digital marketing job or company, and I'm pretty close to getting my first client, which is pretty cool.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's not set in stone yet, but we're starting conversations, I won't make much money from it, but it's also my first time.
I mean, dude, it's something.
So I'm learning.
It's an idea.
Yeah. So when it's
20s is the time to try, they say.
Yeah, and
I think
preferably, dude, I would love to like eventually have that like be where I could just quit and just do that, and I could put more time into like this and then like the Alex experiment and all my other creative pursuits. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I mean, how do we make this part funny?
I don't want to.
I guess that works right there.
The goal is don't talk about it or don't make it funny. Those are the only two options.
Sorry, bro, we're making it funny.
No thanks.
All right, we got it out of the way. We had a couple chuckles. We just laughed. So
came up for air.
Yeah. So I don't know, dude. I mean, I mean, you just probably feel bored.
Yeah, I feel bored. Like I'd
buy a new game, dude. I don't know.
No, I tried that.
What'd you get?
I got 2K.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Was that why you got mad when I made fun of you for playing 2K?
No,
because you got heated pretty quick when I was like, I made a joke like, wasting your time playing 2K. And you got, okay, buddy, you were just fired. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Dude,
you got heated pretty quick. I was like,
I like 2K, bro. Leave me alone.
I played, dude, I have one of the 2K games. I had over 1,000 hours in on my Switch.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I was addicted. I don't play anymore.
I'm so bad at it.
Dude, I would just put it on like pro mode, which is like
I have it on pro mode.
Oh, okay. And I just like I'd win all the time, but there's like superstar and then like MVP. I wouldn't play those, but it would just be like mindless. I'm just like. I'd do a franchise and I'd be like 30 years into the franchise. No one in the modern NBA is like, and I'd still be playing
auto-generated players.
Yeah, I'd just be too addicted to it. So I stopped. I don't really play 2K anymore because I can't. I get too addicted to it.
I get that.
But no, I don't know, man. I mean, for me, one of the things that I feel like I've discovered after losing my job was like. I was like, why? I always thought this is just a job, you know. I always planned on leaving at some point because I'm very confident, you know, my whole comedy career. Like, no matter what your opinions on it, like, I believe I'm gonna make it, right? So, I'm not saying you, but just people.
Okay.
No,
dude.
just like
I'm not praying on your downfall. Fuck.
No, you want me to fail so I go podcast full time. No, but like, no matter what, like, how hard it is, whatever. Like, I do believe, but it's also like. So then if that was always the case, why am I so upset that I was like, let go? I was like, okay, I need to start. I put a lot of my self-worth into the fact that I had this job because that means like I made something of myself.
Yeah.
I was being successful, and not in the eyes of maybe myself, but in the eyes of my peers. And something that like I go to a therapist like once a week. I'm not ashamed to say that, right? And one of the things is like I care way too much about what other people think of me, and that's something I've gotten better at now. But there's still progress to be made. And this is one of the I guess a breaking point I've had recently. I'm like the only reason I care is that I don't want to tell people I got fired, right? Yeah. And so that was like a breakthrough. It's like okay. How am I going to get through this time without being just mopey and sad and laying down and watching TikTok all day? It's like I got to figure out like to enjoy the smaller things in life before I can enjoy the bigger things. So I started like, okay, I really value the time. This is going to sound fucking dumb as hell, but like playing an hour of Fortnite with my friends that I don't get to see because they live in Seattle. So I really started to like really take value in that. Take value in like I still live at home. Let's take advantage of the fact that I can hang out with my brother a lot. So like every week like we watch Mandalorian and Bad Batch together, and we'll play like the new Mario Kart DLC just came out, so we're gonna be playing that. So I'm just really trying to like enjoy the smaller things in life because I think that for you is like you had this like big thing that took up all of your time, right? And now it's gone. It wasn't like a gradual decline. It was like gone like this probably. And it wasn't like a typical like 9 to 5. You were there longer than 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It was your day. And you even worked like a half day or a quarter day, whatever, on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like a 5-day a week. It was a fucking shit ton. So I just think that what you need to do is just like, you don't even need to find a big thing to take up your time, but just start trying to enjoy maybe the smaller things like, like, even if you don't, there could be some younger people that live in this communal that you currently live in. You know what a communal is?
Yeah, I mean,
dude, you want me to fucking say where you live?
You could just say like
the Mason house.
People in your community who you can maybe go to.
No, dude, your commune, bro.
That's a dope fucking. We live in a compound, baby.
This is a commune. If you really think about it,
I'm thinking.
It's okay. We're not gonna hide it. I'm not going to say what fraternity it is in, but we're in a fraternity. I feel like is it fair to say
we're
that?
in a fraternity house right now. Yes. This is where we film this.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you what fraternity. I bet you if you go back and past episodes.
I was going to say it won't be that hard to find.
Yeah, probably. No, we're good.
We're good right now. We're good. Land of the rising sun.
In the original studio, definitely there's some times. But yeah, I just like even like hanging out with maybe people who don't know as much that like you said you felt like not alone, but just like maybe bored, like just empty in the house.
Yeah, it's not even just that. It's more just like it was such a like visceral change back to like my life, like back to what I like was doing before, which was like not having a job, kind of trying to like I don't know, like be more of like a less like I'm now less of a like person in the workforce, and I'm now more like a person in college again.
I see. So you took a step back in your mind?
No, not a step back. It's a step like into. It's like back into a different world where I now don't have like the same tools.
Do you
that
not
I
want
had
to
before.
Be in
No, not necessarily that. It's more just like now I gotta find what makes me tick again. I guess like.
Or what turns you on.
Sure.
And turns you on. Motivation wise.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to be huge. And like, look,
does this turn you on?
Of course. It's the first
I was talking about me, not the podcast.
I'm not gonna change my answer.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
But it's just like it's the first week. Like,
yeah,
this is the first
better.
week of like the thing. Like, I felt like this before. The feeling is past, but it's more just like I don't want like this, like the feeling that I have of like maybe like not as much self-worth, like not as much like being maybe how I want to be or where I want to be. I just don't like. What scares me is that I like the internship was the thing that like made me not feel like this, and now maybe I'll find another thing and like that'll work for a bit, and I'm gonna figure out that that's not like what works either.
Well,
and that's just the thing that I gotta like fucking come to terms with, I guess.
I mean, I
not to bum it out.
I said it earlier, and maybe I phrased it in a way that was like could be viewed as mean. I'm like, you gotta find some hobbies.
Yeah,
but I was more just like, you gotta, I don't know, find.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta find some things I like to do.
That like for me, I've like the thing. For me is pretty fucking obvious. Like my comedy skits is like I enjoy making it, but I also feel productive when I'm doing it. Like I had a couple videos I did pretty well recently, like for me, and compared to how like my videos normally do, it was like 3 in a row that got like over 100 likes, which I was pretty happy about. 2 of them got 300, which is cool. But sorry, don't mean to brag. Not that those are crazy numbers, but
hey man, it's something.
Yeah, it's also like. I don't know.
It's a little bit of progress.
It's progress, and it's also like I enjoy making it, and I like that my friends, like my cousin, loves helping me shoot, JP, and then I don't know. That is just like I enjoy it, and I feel like I'm like being productive. So it's you gotta find something that like, or 2 separate things that feed both of those. Like spend time like playing a video game or doing something fun, but then also maybe find something that you could view as productive, but you don't have to spend like 10 hours a day doing, but like even 2 hours a day. Man, like, I know you go to the gym and that's productive, right? But for me, like I go to the gym, but it's like I get tired. I don't want to be a gym rat who like lives in the gym.
Sure.
Like I'm sorry, but to me that, and this isn't a knock to anyone who's like all about the gym lifestyle, but that just seems boring as hell to me. It's like you only care, like physical fitness is important, but like I don't want to put all of my self-worth and all of my attention towards that, because when I'm 60, that shit's not going to be there. Yeah. All that muscle you gain is just going to be fucking dead skin, and like it's like a sail in the wind, bro. Like but like it's eventually that's going to go away, but for me, like my comedy, my skits will never go away. Like I can still do that till I'm like 70. It's not fucking like physically straining.
It's all good.
I'm very important, so I can't cut me off. But yeah, so like I don't know what that is for you. Could be, I know you enjoy the podcast and we talked about comedy, but that could also just be me pushing my interest on you as well. But you got to find something that just is productive, that you view as productive. Doesn't matter what other people view as productive, and that you also enjoy doing. Like Rennie streams, right? You should stream fucking more, Rennie. You should, but like he enjoys it. And, you know, maybe, like, my fucking grandpa would be like, you lazy sack of shit. You're not doing any work. But in his eye, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
They could say the same thing about my comedy skits, especially if they're getting 10 views. But it's also, like, as long as you view it as productive and you enjoy it, then that's the only thing that should matter.
I was going to say, like, sometimes when I feel like this, like, I realize a lot to, like, dude, like, if you find something that, like, makes you happy, like, that is a fucking, like, that is a rare thing. Like, you got to hold on to that.
Yeah. No, that's why I've been on very, like, much of, like, an corporate, anti-capitalist, like, fucking mindset recently. Just because of just, like, I realized that, like, I don't think there's a single corporate job that's, like, fun.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe if I'm... there's an industry that could be more like marketing.
At the end of the day, work is work, man.
Yeah, there's gonna be
in the business, in any world.
I guess okay, maybe I'm speaking for myself. Maybe there's some people that really enjoy fucking crunching the numbers in accounting. I don't know, or like fucking sitting doing cold calls all day, like for sales. Like more power to you, I guess. And I don't like doing that. I don't like being in an office unless I'm running the place and like doing some cool fucking shit. Like marketing is the only thing I could be like, okay, I would enjoy a little bit of that, or advertising. But yeah, man, I don't know. You just gotta fucking do some cool ass shit, and you'll be cool.
Yeah, I will be. Dude, I've been watching a show called... Have you seen Death Note before?
I know it. Dude, before you go into this, can I say a quick parcel? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What does parcel mean?
Parcel is a package.
I'm giving you a package of information, so that works. I was just thinking, does that make? Can I?
No, I mean, it tracks in English.
Can I deliver a quick parcel to you, Ethan?
My PO box is open right now.
That sounds like we're talking about sex. Every parcel's a quick one with me. Hey, all right, that's not something to brag about, but
roll credits.
So this friend of a friend, I guess he's my friend now. His girlfriend's like one of her like oldest friends like committed suicide. It was really sad. Yeah, and fuck, dude, I'm trying to remember the context. So I was walking away, and then he made a joke, and fuck, dude, I can't make this sound like a positive spin on it now, like a funny spin, because when he was walking away, I said, hey man, I won't put your name in my death note or like something like that, after we were just talking about his but there was like a context to it to where I didn't mean to say death note and I meant to say something else, and I don't remember what that something else is.
And you just said death note?
Yeah. So it was just like I felt,
okay.
But then I walked out the door and I was like, "Fuck, dude, what did I?"
That was rough.
Yeah, I was like, I so hope he didn't just hear that.
Do I have that 10-second rewind button?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember what I meant to say, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't. Oh no, I think I said suicide note, and I meant to say death note. I was walking out the...
Oh my God.
I wasn't talking about her friend or whatever. We were just talking about something else, but we were talking about that earlier. I'm like, fuck, I should have not just mentioned suicide after what is... Yeah. Because he was like pretty down in the dumps about it too. I was like, God damn it, Alex. You got to really just watch what you say. Because I do. I have such a problem with just like... Sometimes I will not think before I say something, and it's just like, this is funny. I'm going to quick say it.
I'm trying to think if I can think of any at time.
Well... There's been a shit ton, but I think there's so much that it's hard to pick one.
Yeah, like one that I can pick out.
Because you guys, at least you fucking jerk me off all the time about it.
What?
Yeah, dude, you fucking jerking me off about it.
What? I thought you were talking about a certain time that I keep bringing up.
No.
Like, what?
No, you just always give me shit for like saying things at the wrong time that I have like no filter. But my friends do too. Like Kevin and Brian, they like, I have no filter, and they'll say some wild shit. I have more of a filter now, but yeah, sometimes like I'll say some shit.
I do have a question. If you do end up moving in with some people in the next like coming months, will the pranks be returning?
No.
I
didn't really prank here.
Yeah, but I'm saying from your freshman. Your freshman years.
I grew out of that. I learned the consequences.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it here, and maybe a couple times I would like scare people here, but it was like far and few between. It was more just me cracking jokes, and doing the morning riff. But sorry, I didn't mean to get into your Death Note thing, and so yeah, what were you gonna say?
I've just been watching it, and like, it's a fucking cool show, man.
I've been actually trying to find an anime that like, I just felt like watching an anime, but like I don't. The thing with me is like I know people who just watch anime because it's anime. For me, I have to like actually care about what the premise is, so I just treat it like a normal TV show, pretty much.
Death Note has a very interesting plot.
Yeah.
Like,
I know a little bit about it, but like the names he writes in his book, they die.
Yeah.
And there's like a demon that
Shinigami.
Yeah, that's all I know about it.
It is cool. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I still need to watch season 2 of One Punch Man.
I watched it.
Is the season 2 good?
I like the I like the character that they added. Okay. I don't think...
I heard the animation is a little different.
Yeah. Well, the real thing
different
is that
studio,
like
right?
Saitama does not have as many like big moments, like punching moments.
Okay.
Like a lot more of it is like revolved around like Garo like fighting heroes. But it's cool. Like, it was nice. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I didn't think the animation was terrible. I think it had like some great moments, but the thing I like is watching Saitama punch things once. Like, if he's not doing that as much, I'm not enjoying it as much. I
haven't caught up on the new season of My Hero yet.
I've read My Hero, so I kind of know what the deal is. Oh my god, dude, it's the best part, kind of.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I'm gonna wait till the season. It's like the best part. I have to buy fucking Funimation again, the streaming service.
I get that.
I literally only buy it for My Hero. There's no other shows on that I fucking watch. I tried watching Dr. Stone. I was like, I tried watching Fire Force. Too horny.
Fire Force is too horny for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Hero's horny, but I like superheroes.
You think My Hero's that horny?
I think the one character that throws the shit from his head is a fucking weird.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Creepy. Then some of the outfits are like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the girl that can just conjure up objects. Yeah. She got scrawny, skinny, and it's weird that they're all in like high school too. So it's not like I can't 14. Even say that character's hot because like she's 14. So my ex-friend can. Now that I should say he can, but he would. No, but it's
okay.
No, Fire Force is I try to watch that. I loved Hunter x Hunter until we got to the Chimera Ant arc, and I hated it.
I haven't watched. I've only ever watched. I watched after
the island is kind of shit too.
Treasure Island.
I didn't like Treasure Island.
The end of it is all I've watched.
Yeah, it's no point going further, in my opinion. A lot of people love Chimera Ant arc. I'm sure Westy would fucking rip my head off for saying it sucks.
Dude, fucking.
But
spoiler alert! But dude, fucking Gon isn't in the show. Like, won't be in. Like, he's not even in it anymore now.
Really?
Yeah, like kind of. Maybe he'll come back.
I didn't even know that.
Have you seen like have you seen everything animated or no?
No, I stopped halfway through the Chimera.
Okay, well that's where you find out like.
Oh, I got to like near the end when they were like battling like the fucking he had I'm the king of the castle, like that.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
so
no, I got pretty far in the Chimera arc, but cool. I was not for me. Very picky with my. I love Cowboy Bebop.
I haven't even seen it.
But my favorite is Samurai Champloo.
I have to finish that too.
Fucking, I'm probably in the minority who thinks it's better than Cowboy Bebop, but I love rap. So and sword fighting is so cool.
I like lo-fi too.
Yeah, and that's kind of like I wouldn't say invented the genre, but it was one of the biggest like contributors to the genre, sure. Or at least the guy who produced the music. I forget his name. But no, that's a great fucking anime. I'm thinking about starting Neon
Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty heavy hitting though. So like, I feel like if I watch it, I have to like put my full attention towards it, not just like a thing in the background. Which is I was more looking for a thing to put on in the background because that's what I do with most anime. Because it's kind of just like a lot of filler episodes, so I can just like put on like that. One Piece is like I never like sit down and watch One Piece. It's always just on in the background. And I'm a completionist, so I can't skip episodes. Have you been putting that
on in the background at all lately?
No? Dude, I'm a man who loves themes and just like vibes, and so because that's a pirate show, I only watch in the summertime because they're like sailing.
Okay.
So like I haven't watched it since August.
It's a great show.
It's all right so far. I'm sure it gets really good.
Is that it gets good. And
yeah.
There's some bullshit. There's some not as good parts sure.
But I'm thinking about starting The Sopranos soon.
Yeah, I've thought about giving it a true run through
I watched the first Godfather with my dad, and I really enjoyed it.
I need to watch
Godfather. I'm halfway through the second one with him. We paused it because it was too late at night. And I was like, damn, this is really fucking good. And so I'm like, I love Goodfellas. It's a great movie. The Irishman, I like.
I've never seen The Irishman. It's too long for me.
I saw it the night it came out.
I can't do 4-hour movies.
Yeah, dude, I almost fell asleep. It was pretty good it was good for being 4 hours, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Like I would never sit down and watch it again, but I was like not mad. I sat through the 4 hours. Dude, that's kind of how I
feel about Infinity War.
Dude, I don't as much as like I like getting more content. I'm kind of at the point like, dude, 3-hour movies used to have matinees, like a 10-minute break in the middle to go to the bathroom, and like shit. Like I kind of wouldn't mind that, cause like sometimes like during Avatar 2, I had to hold and piss for like half the movie. It was fucking like over 3 hours long. The second Avatar movie.
Dude, that shit's annoying.
I enjoyed the movie, but I'm like, y'all couldn't have just put like a matinee like. What the fuck?
Just pause it, bro. I know you can.
Like it's crazy. Even Dune, like I love Dune, but I had to go to the bathroom, so I missed like 5 minutes of it. which I'm excited for. Dude, this. Can we talk about this real quick, bro? I don't know. Are you into movies a lot?
Slightly.
Dude, this year has so many good movies coming out. Like even outside of comic book.
What are you thinking? I mean, we already got Cocaine
Oppenheimer, the Christopher Nolan movie about the creation of the atom bomb and the Manhattan Project, and I'm sorry, but the Barbie movie looks kind of fire too. Ryan Gosling, I love Ryan Gosling.
I don't know anything about the Barbie.
Oh, it
movie.
looks fun. Like it looks cool. And then the sequel to Dune is coming out. Avatar 3 is coming out. Fucking and then the Joker sequel is coming. No, not Joker sequel. Sorry, but no, like the Flash movie looks really fucking good too. The Guardians 3, which is the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which I'm excited for. Fucking. Dude,
I found out that the Groot isn't the same Groot.
It's like it's the son. Yeah,
that's fucked up.
I know,
dude. Why didn't they tell you that when it happened?
What other movies? There's some other like good movie. Oh, the new John Wick comes out again.
Dude, I don't want to know where the fuck that's going. Like,
I don't give a fuck where it's going. It's fun as hell.
The plot of John Wick is so crazy.
It is, but I think it knows that it's like.
I like it though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like that it's crazy. Like,
dude, there like so many good movies. I feel like there's some shit that I'm fucking missing. Did you watch
Mario?
Oh yeah, that's another. Yeah, thank you. Mario is one that I'm so excited for, because it actually looks good. Fucking Ted Lasso comes back next week.
Never seen Ted Lasso, but I hear good things.
Oh, it's really good, dude. It's pretty funny. Creed 3 just came out. I heard that was pretty good. I've never seen the Creed movie. Oh, the Tetris movie.
I watched like a bit of the Tetris.
It's about the creation of Tetris. It looks really good. Then they're doing a movie about the creation of Air Jordan, and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote it together, and Ben Affleck directing it. And that's the same thing that happened with Good Will Hunting. If you ever seen that movie, it's like I think this is the only other movie they've written and directed. So I'm
together.
So I'm pretty excited. That's a good movie. I'm just looking through.
Good Will Hunting is a good movie, man.
New Fast and Furious comes out. Cross the Spider-Verse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
I'm so hyped for that movie. That comes out June, so that's pretty.
Apparently there's like a new Transformers Ninja Turtles
Yeah, it looks
movie.
good, bro.
Oh, the animation looked lovely, dude. And I like that they sound like they're children.
Yeah.
Like they got like Raphael doesn't sound like a biker and is fucking who's 23 and can rip my head off.
Like I love those iterations of the Ninja Turtles.
Me too.
But like it's nice to get something fresh,
bro.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm not like the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like stan. Although I just downloaded a comic called The Last Ronin. I've heard
The Last Ronin is crazy.
I'm gonna start reading it shortly.
It's kind of sad.
The new Transformer movie comes out, Rise of the Beasts, and it's a sequel to the Bumblebee movie, which I loved. So
are they doing like Beast Wars now?
Yeah. And Michael Bay is not involved at all, so I'm like,
I wonder how's that gonna work?
Dude, the trailer looked great. There's a fucking gorilla.
Was the Bumblebee movie like a reboot of like the universe?
Yeah, it was.
So like all the other movies weren't a
It's a soft reboot. So I think it would have been one of those things where depending on how the movie did, it would have been a reboot, and it did well. And this is essentially because like all new redesigns, and because in the old movies they never went to Earth, like at least Optimus Prime never did, and like the Michael Bay movies, like prior to the first one, and so like this one takes place in the 90s, I believe. So this one's a reboot. The Bumblebee. So this is a sequel to Bumblebee, pretty much.
Cool.
New Indiana Jones, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And the guy who directed Logan is directing this.
Cool.
And so that's good. This will be his last one. New Mission Impossible. Love Mission Impossible.
I don't know much Mission Impossible.
Fucking. What else is there?
A lot of movies coming out.
Oh yeah, man. What are let's see. There's other. Oh yeah, Dune Part 2.
Is Dune Part 2 like the second part, like the second book, or are they like doing the second part of the first book?
It's the second part of the first book.
Okay.
Rebel Moon, which I'm very excited for. Do you know Zack Snyder? He did like the DC movies.
Okay, yeah.
But he's making his own new sci-fi movie for
Snyder Cut.
I don't like
it.
I don't like the Snyderverse, but the Snyder Cut was good. But he's making his whole new like original sci-fi movie universe for Netflix, and it looks pretty cool.
Cool.
Just a shit ton of fucking So I don't know. The new Scream movie came out. Apparently that's not bad. But yeah, no, 2023 is a great year for movies. I'm a big movie buff. Even if I don't watch
I'm a cinephile.
Yeah, I had a joke that said, "Am I addicted to porn, or am I just a cinephile?" Solid joke.
Good one.
Yeah, thanks.
I think we can end it on that. Yeah. Honestly.
All right. Well, this has been we had a quick therapy sesh for Ethan.
Thanks, man.
I don't. What else we talk about? Movies.
Bunch of bullshit.
Bullshit. I'm trying to. Something quick before we leave. I was gonna say maybe y'all can in the comments tell if you like this, but I don't want just the full video. I want to start incorporating, like I told you this, but like phone calls, and like I want to start making more unique like twists to the podcast. Rather, like as much as I enjoy us talking, it might just be like I'm trying to think of cool things for us to do in the podcast. Sure. So maybe outside of this, and maybe this is PPT, post pod talk. We'll finish this. But all right, thanks for watching. I've been All Boats.
I've been No Hose.
Just want to control the conversation.
Yeah, fuck you. I know you did.
All right, catch you guys later.
Have a good one.